Good morning, everyone. How are you all this morning? I'm here with Jack. Jill is right over there. And I want to service this bin. That's the only way I can say it. And Jack and Jill are oblong planters that are sitting right here on my back porch. And I will let me back off just a little bit. There you go. And you can see the edge around it. And I'll take you over as far as it'll go. You can see both ends now. And my screen is right just here. There's the screen. I'm touching it. And so when it rains, it gets a little rain in here. Normally I have a bubble wrap, sheet of bubble wrap, just on top of it. It doesn't hang over, but it just covers the inside so that it keeps it a little bit cooler. I'm here in Zone 9, Florida, Windermere. You would know it maybe as Orlando, Central Florida. And so we get a lot of heat, a lot of humidity. My irrigation runs, and when it does, you get a little spray, and so they get almost a regular watering even without me adding anything. I have brought out ice cubes to try and cool it down a little bit, and I have added things like just some cardboard just to keep it aerated. And so I really don't think the castings are going to be dry enough for me to harvest anything because of all that, and the fact that I really haven't given it a whole lot of food to keep going. It's just mainly gotten just some cardboard and what have you. I also added some cork to it, which I think was a mistake. But I had taken cork, true cork, wine cork, wine bottle cork, and I broke it up, cut it down, added it to my NutriBullet, and got it to crumble a bit, and then I soaked it really well, and the crumbles doubled in weight after a couple days, and then I let it go a couple more days, and they actually kind of tripled in weight. So as I can see, I'm not going to really, I don't think, be able to sift this. I don't know, I suppose maybe I could, I don't know. But what I really want to do is I want to try to dry it out. And I'm doing the same thing with Jill. That's a piece of board. That's a piece of wood, rather. And it's not the least bit pliable. I think I'm going to take out some of these crumbles and maybe use them on a different experiment. But what I want to do is not knock over the camera, first of all. But I did this with Jill on the other side. Now Jack does get drier. I mean, you can see that there's loads of worms, but you can see that Jack actually doesn't get as much moisture as Jill does. I started Jill's experiment, and I'll go back in a couple days and see if we can do anything there. I used Kleenex, and for this experiment I kind of want to use tissues, not only Kleenex tissues, but like tissue paper, something that would even be thinner than. So I'm going to take literally tissue paper. I got an order of Fresh Clean Threads, the t-shirts that I've just found that I just really like, and I got another order of them, and they come really nicely wrapped. Each one is in a little tissue paper and in a bag. So So let's see if we can dry these out enough to sift out the castings and separate them and the worms. That would be special. We'll see how well that works. I see a better population with less moisture with Jack here than I did with Jill. And I'm also seeing more cocoons and what have you. So we'll do this over here. I hope you all are doing well and enjoying your summer. It seems like it's been extremely hot here, but then again, I say that I've lived in Florida, parts of Florida, since 1979, and we arrived. We had lived in Hawaii, and Hawaii was lovely, and the weather was. We thought it was hot, but it was not nowhere near as hot as Florida in the summer. I suppose we all, wherever you grew up, you went, wow, that was really hot. I love when people tell me, wow, that was really hot. It was 70 degrees. And I go, oh, yeah, right. We have that during the winter. Now this is feeling more moist as I get to the center. So we'll see if that helps them dry out a bit. I think this was a moringa stick. Oh, look. The worms have found all the insides. Ooh. Surprise, surprise. So there we go with that. Hang on. Hello again. All right, so you've seen me. I'm going to move you back over here and show you this one. This is, again, is Jack, and Jill we've already done. So what I've done is I've taken all of my tissues, Rick's snotty little tissues, and I've layered them, did like a pizza layer, and laid these down, put a little over it. So they're about 3 layers deep. With loads and loads of castings in between. And these castings, I think it's probably been 4 or 5 months since I actually went in here and did anything. It could be longer. But I have been adding things like the toilet rolls and just whatever. And I tuck them in there in a little side. Now I noticed that when Sandra over at Nana's Worms and Garden, when she does hers, she actually just throws the tissues in and then mounds it on top. And there's a purpose for doing that. You're feeding them food, you're mixing it all together. But in this case, this is just castings with worms. And I think there's probably no food left. You might see little specks that are the ground eggshell, and that's about it as far as food. And of course cardboard, is also a food. And occasionally you'll run into a piece of that's avocado. I think it's avocado. Could be something. Yeah, I think that was. Whoops. Yep, that was. I hope I didn't get that in your eye. Yes, that was a piece of avocado that finally broke down. I normally will take the avocado and grind it because I think it breaks down better. But if you will, return in a few days. I'm going to do both Jack and Jill in the same way of trying to get these castings to dry out a bit and see if I can get the worms to kind of vacate the premises. Let's see if there's anybody in there. Oh, there you are. Hello. Why don't you come join the party? Okay, all right, will do. This was actually, I believe this was a plumeria seed pod. And my plumeria never, whoops, there's another one. My plumeria never, look at that. Hello, sweetheart. What am I doing up here? Whoa, which end is up? All right, anyway, I'm going to put it back here. And my plumeria never did seed pods until they were in the ground for about 10-12 years. And last year I noticed that, and it's a long pod. Do I have another one? Yeah. The pod is probably about that long, and it looks like a cigar. And if you open it, you have all these little seeds inside. There you go. See, there's more little guys breaking down. But anyway, what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put the bubble wrap back on, because I don't want it to, when the sun comes down, when the sun comes up, I'm sorry, let me say it again. The sun sets on this side. This is our west. This is facing west, okay? That's north, that's west, that's south, and this is east. In the morning, it's coming over our house, but in the afternoon, it comes from that direction through this screen and on here. So if I left it go, and it's only a couple hours, which was why nothing ever grew in this in these planters, because it was barely getting 2 hours of dappled sunlight. So anyway, but still, it will heat this up into the high 80s, and so I'm going to keep the bubble wrap on just to keep moisture, a little moisture in, but I want it to dry out gradually. So that's going to be it. This is Jack. Jill's over here, and you'll get to see the results of using our little snotty tissues in between to kind of absorb that. And if you're going to ask, gee, Peggy, what are you going to do with the snotty tissues a few days from now when they've kind of gotten, Well, those snotty tissues are now going to be full of microbes, not to mention the germs in the snot, but they're going to be full of all sorts of things. And I can either add them back in and let them break down completely, or I can take them and I can add them over to my compost that I have been adding some super soil to, and really enriching it without actually adding any worms to it. So all good. I hope you'll come back and check on me and see what I'm up to next. So take care, everybody. Garden what you've got. And let me give you one real quick view of the backyard. Oops, there's my finger, sorry. You can see it is sunny out there and a beautiful day. And my crepe myrtle are blooming. Plumeria are still blooming. You can see it, there it is. And I hope everybody has a great day. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.